So I think Arryn Zach was having a little bit of fun.
Oh my god, yes, he was.
Only a little.
This
Blake gets to be
episode
evil as a
is
treat.
Evil Blake simping hours. Simp for me, bitches.
As a treat.
Now, give or take, we still again had about a minute and a half of plot in this episode, but
I
Don't
wish
get
this
Evil
happened
Blake
sooner.
though.
yeah, we had Evil Blake in it though, and that made up for the rest of the 20 minutes of nothing else really happening. So that helped. I honestly, part of me thought I didn't know what they were going to do. I didn't think they were going to let the other nightmare that they had possess Blake while they were inside the dream. I just thought that was going to be Blake just going full on nuts openly to like show why he's like, is this what you want? Are you a psycho? I'll show you what. I was like, oh no, that's actually just exactly what Weiss thinks she is.
Yeah.
She's negative Weiss. And we got to see douchebag again for like 30 seconds. Remember a time, that magical time in volume 6 when there was a bunch of just chads of gentlemen that were genuinely upset that a breeding woman groomer was killed by the woman that he abused?
Nobody knows that.
No, just confirmation from everyone that observes the show that no, you're never going to see Adam again. And 3 volumes later, you still haven't. Remember that time when they were literally upset that an abuser was taken care of by the woman that he abused? Remember that magical time in the RWBY fandom? Because he had so much more going on for him, even though he honestly did nothing in the show but abuse women and then bitch that people were racist. Because he was the coolest character in the show.
However, it brought the whole community together to agree that he is a douchebag.
Oh, the best part was
the whole entire fandom agreed on at the time that Adam was a douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
Those times were simple.
It's very rare when we all agree on one thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Not all for the same reasons. Sure.
It was simpler times. Like we all just like fuck Adam.
Simpler
It was the worst of times.
Now look at us. We're all like torn apart in the fandom.
Look at us now. We just don't know.
Just average fandom.
Now we just don't know if the show's gonna even get an ending. Anyway, so I literally have in my notes, hello, douchebag, in quotations, Adam. So outside of the obvious answer, Blake, what was your favorite part of the episode?
Evil Blake's in hours. Okay, but like, the whole time, like I was looking at her outfit and I'm like, I kind of got like Raven vibes from it. I don't know if that was like intentional or not.
Well, it's like, we need to think about it this way. What is the White Fang's color scheme? Black and red.
Yeah.
What's Raven's hair color? Black. What
That's what I'm just saying.
What did Raven wear the entire time? A White Fang Mastodon mask. So I was like, all right. How are they going to make her not look like Raven?
Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to hate Evil Blake, but like, I fucking love Evil Blake.
I loved Evil Blake. If we could have
Volume 9 ideas, question mark.
Hey, they are going to be in Bizarro Land. I'd be okay with them recycling that idea in the main canon. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I will totally be down with that. Oh.
And we lost her. Because I'm just saying, if we want to have a Bumblebee moment where Yang is slightly turned on by an evil-looking Blake, I think that'd be kind of funny.
I mean, everyone will be turned on by it, let's be real.
So my next thing that I was going to do was ask Summer what she liked. And then we lost Summer. So if she returns, we will ask her. But, oh, she's back.
What? My mic was having an issue. I had to quit real quick.
I just noticed that you put hella bunga for your...
Yeah, you can blame Blake.
No, I'm blaming you
for... Blake goes a blur.
I'm blaming you for enabling
Blake
her.
gave me the idea, and that's all it takes.
I
Look,
didn't
I'm
think
just
that
Summer
an
I
and I are
was
two
gonna
innocent
get.
turtle
cats and one
lover.
idiot. That's all you
didn't-
gotta know.
I didn't think I was gonna get a Life is Strange Ninja Turtles crossover. But yet here we are. Yeah, we just need to see Chloe in a Ninja Turtles bandana.
Hey, she's already got the blue hair. She's good.
Summer, you draw fan art.
do
Yeah,
draw
the
fan
problem
art.
is I'd actually want someone to finish it.
Challenge accepted.
Hello,
finished an
911. I'd like to
art.
report a murder.
Excuse you, I finished an art and I have sketches.
You finished an art. You keep saying an art, but will never tell us what the art was.
Yeah, it's a bunny getting
Listen,
his face out
all
by his
artists
boyfriend.
Listen, all artists will finish art so fast if they get paid for it. Summer, how much we're talking?
I kind of hate how true that sentence was.
Anyways, so now that you're back,
Am
what was
I?
your favorite part of the episode outside of the obvious?
You mean the one thing that actually happened in this episode?
Evil Blake.
Hey, there was technically a few things that involved that same thing.
Evil Blake. Just Evil Blake hours.
I mean, the transformation with the nightmare taking her over was cool. We never actually got to see that until now.
But
That
that's
was
still Evil
different.
Blake. The only thing that happened this episode.
Evil Blake.
The episode
Simping
should have just
hours.
been titled Evil Blake Shipping Hours.
Simp for me.
You know the worst part? I felt like I was a 90s mech anime kid again. Because anyone that's watched mech anime in the 90s and even sometimes now knows that for budgetary reasons they need to reuse shots. Did anyone notice that there's a point blank reusage of a shot, but they animated Blake's mouth differently to get the lines out?
What about that
When,
scene where
when Blake is
Weiss
literally
got
standing
out of the way?
holding the sword at Weiss, they use an exact same shot twice, but different mouth movements for Blake to say the different lines. That kind of, I was like, oh man, come on now. We had a shot reusage.
Yeah,
We need to get to
say,
the
like,
end.
some of the animations, like, it's just went from one thing to like the other really like spotty. You can kind of tell that they're kind of running out of budget.
Yeah, it's like if they're saving it, that's fine. But I wish we could have talked you into like 10 episodes.
Yeah.
And I don't know how animation budgets work. If you just hire someone that they use a thing, I don't know how that all works. But it's like unfairly judging this against stuff that I've seen in the one that we're going to talk about. Obviously, if it's Shaft, it's Madoka. Like, just in the one scene at the end when oh wow, now I can't think of what the main witch's name is. The one that Madoka keeps reincarnating because she keeps
Homer?
dying against.
Is it a Homer or like Homer?
No, Homer is the one that keeps going back in time, but it's the name of the witch that they actually keep fighting.
Oh,
It's a German word.
Rospargus.
Well,
Yes,
Rospargus
something like
that's
that.
what it is.
I was gonna say I'm so bad with German.
Yeah, I believe that's German. But it's like in that ending scene where Homura has like the whole system shut out with like all the guns and the explosives and all of that. And she's like going through everything. And it's just like, I don't know what the starting off budget for this was, but I'm just like, I'm remembering that fight now. And I'm like,
the main budget was in that shot.
yeah, I was like, you had almost a budget of like a good chunk of these episodes and how much they used in that sequence alone. Just like, yikes. This still looks beautiful. I will give everyone at Shaft credit. This looks awesome, but you can kind of tell that they're saving back for certain things.
Yeah.
And I hate saying that for animations, but you could kind of tell that they're waiting. I don't know if there's going to be a big giant fight in these last two episodes and they're saving stuff for it. Because they had beautiful shots, like I said, the grim possession thing and all that, and like Shion like summoning it out looks really cool, but
yeah.
Anyway,
Also, I know this was a mainly Blake evil simp hours, but like it was a mini Shion simp hour. I'm sorry, I love her. Love Shion.
yeah. So I think this episode answered my question about how Jean's sword works. Literally anything that Jean touched, the Grimm doesn't care about because Yang just happened to find his cape and she was fine. I think that kind of answers that question. Because at first I was like, okay, that's the nightmare that Blake had, is Blake's nightmare not hurting Yang. And then I looked and she's like, oh, it's because he has the cape. She even said it out loud. I'm like, yeah, it's just anything that John came in to the dream with doesn't get touched. I did find it pretty funny that we actually got to see Ruby shoot Whitley.
Listen, in the beginning of the Roots of RWBY, we all wanted that to actually happen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all called him Shitley in the reviews, if I'm not mistaken.
Pretty much.
He did redeem himself. I'll give him credit.
He did.
Basically, everyone
he had a better redemption arc.
Basically, everyone except Jacques got redeemed until Jacques got blown away. Still can't believe that. Oh man, the ending of Volume 8 got sketch real fast. But yeah. And this is the part, like, I know people like again, not a lot happened in this episode. This is the one where I felt the most, where they're like, we need to drag the episodes out. This is the fourth time that they're going to have her try and fight that Grimm, and they cut it off at a cliffhanger.
Because, we still need to somehow bullshit 2 episodes to make it 12.
So it's going to be, let me guess, 1 episode taking care of Weiss, and then the last episode taking care of Blake. Do not confirm that, Summer, because I don't want to know, and I know you watched the sub, but that's what it feels like.
I'm just singing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle theme song in my head.
You see, I got spoiled, so I kind of know one scene that happens in the final episode. Okay. So that's why I'm kind of going to be like, everything gets solved in an episode and a half. Like the next episode, and then like half of like the last episode. And then you get like, the feels good, wholesome ending scene.
Yeah. Got it. That's kind of what I figured. But yeah, and it's like, I've said all this, and that's not because I'm not enjoying the show. Because I am. I think it's an incredibly cool idea, and they have done, even with it being filler at times, in a 12 episode anime, that everything they've done within those parameters has been good. Yeah. Every time they've done a new detail about how the thing is handling, how the nightmare is like entrapping and handling and kind of corralling Weiss has always been good. This is just, I haven't mentioned it in this, but to kind of help me through my depression stints that I've been having lately, I started finally ticking through my animation list and was just going through things. So it's like, I've had very few low bar, like, and then except for like freaking, oh boy, that Elephant Line anime is not great. Outside of that,
then again, it came out like very early on, so I'm probably watching it now with the animations probably wonky, but
they're like it, like the first part of it's good, but like, oh boy, some of the dialogue and the animation towards the end, that thing was barely over 10 episodes, and I had to struggle to get through it. But anyway, it really needs to get redone, and I would like either Mappa or Madhouse to do it.
I will. Okay, but like the opening though needs to stay.
Oh,
because that opening motherfucking slaps.
Oh no,
I will fight people for everything about it. Was just so the song.
No, the opening's good. The opening's good, and the entire Diclonius thing is good. But anyway, and then this is the first one where outside of, and I don't want to get into it because we've gotten into it a lot, the latter third of the second season of Soul Eater, this is the first time where I felt like they're dragging because they didn't quite know how to fill out episodes how they needed to fill them out. And I'm going to be, if it's got a satisfactory ending, I'll be fine with it. It's just that this is the first time in a long time I can really feel
like the Soul Eater style. You do know it's going to be a 30-minute of me says like ranting how much.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to the ending.
Yes.
I like I said, nothing against the show. I like the show so far. It's just this is the first time I've literally felt the stretching of a plot. And and this is something I felt they could easily done 12 episodes with. I think they should have had a little bit more happen before Weiss got put under.
Yeah.
They could have done a little bit more split up, or maybe made John's dream sequence a little bit longer. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. That's the basics. We only got 2 episodes left, so we're getting towards the end, and then the indefinite wait for what the hell happens with Volume 9, because the release date is 2023. We'll see what happens. But Blake, where can everybody find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Kibelow028.
And Summer, where can they find you attempting to finish art unless you get paid for it?
This is getting rude and targeted.
Okay, but like,
Let's quote earlier in the
it's
episode what
not
you said.
wrong,
That's so
though.
true.
Yeah, but it's different when you're targeting me. You can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram under Ray Sketch It, where I post art when I feel like finishing it.
When I feel like finishing it. Now it's when I feel like finishing it, not if I finish it. It's when I
never
feel
said
like that. All right, you can find me ever at Organoid Zero. I'll see you all later.